I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to Microphone the Wrong Way 6 o'clock content. Two brand new team of the season today. If the leaks are correct, we have some extremely high Chinese league players and a couple of very high Dutch league players. I'm happy to report as well that if the leaks are correct, then I've got all of them right, apart from one player from the Dutch league. Didn't know they were going to release two, so didn't do the Chinese league. Let's have a look at the SBCs first. Elkerson, I saw the leak. I knew that was coming, so that's cool. We should have 81 plus Italian League upgrades today as well, but Elkerson is one requirement. I was hoping he would be, because I knew he'd be one of those cards that look good on paper. You pick him up, and you're like, yeah, he's not bad, but in terms of links, going to be terrible, and there may or may not be something wrong with him in terms of composure, reactions, or whatever, because there usually is with these things. So, one requirement, we'll have a look to see what it is in a minute. 4-star, 4-star, high, medium, not bad at all. Hey, on this occasion, that doesn't have anything wrong with it, does it? 99 acceleration, 88 sprint speed, perfect shot power, 92 positioning. I mean, the finishing, chem style, bump it up, 99, job done. 86 long shots, that's okay. Short passing for a striker is more than adequate. The dribbling is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not what you'd expect from a Brazilian. I know he's Chinese, but that's just because he's lived there for so long. He's applied for citizenship so he can play for the national team. I would have thought. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but with a name like Elkerson, you'd imagine he's Brazilian, right? So, I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad card at all. For a 90 rated card, for, let's hope, an 82 with an inform or an 83 rated team, that's pretty good. It's going to be 84, isn't it? 83 with an inform. I mean, yeah, in a way, I think that's okay. I mean, without the inform would have been better, of course. But what's an 83 with an inform? Like 60? Is it? Is it even less than 60? Is it 40? I would say that's all right. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, it's better. I'm more. Not that I'm saying Lukaku isn't as good as Elkerson, or is Elkerson is better than Lukaku, or whatever, right? But I'd be happier to use that than I would that, which tells you the story about FIFA 20 in a nutshell. But no, I don't think that's badly priced. If you're a fan of the club, if you want to try him out, if you've got fodder, go for it. I won't complete it today. I will get it done and get it reviewed, but I'm not going to do it on this account. I've got another account that I think I'll do it on, and I'm going to use some fodder from some upgrades to get it done as well. But I don't think that's bad. I don't think it's a card that everyone should rush out and do. If you've got a place for it, go for it. If you've got the fodder, go for it. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. 83 plus rated rare player. This is non-repeatable. This is the daily challenge, of course. Yesterday we had that pathetic gold players pack, and today we've got an 83 plus. Let's have a look at the requirement. Probably an 82 rated team, knowing them. 81 with 81, not 81. 81 with a few little requirements here or there. Plays from the same nation, max 5, minimum clubs 3, blah blah blah. So yeah, I mean, we'll get that done, sure. And the upgrades. So hey, hello. So the Serie A upgrade is 281 rated players. Saw that in the code, knew that was coming. Didn't know this was coming though. 80 plus player pick upgrades. Exchange a squad for one of 3 gold players rated 80 overall or higher. I am desperate for this to be better than 11 rares. I'm just hoping for any gold. Just 11 gold cards. Not rare, no rare. Just 11 gold. That would be beautiful. I've got a bad feeling it's either going to be 7 rare or 11 rare. Just be gold. 10 rare. Well, I was close. No. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 to test the water. I would stay clear of it. Of course, on Thursday, you should get the Serie A 25k packs. So they might be trying to drain people's rares ready for that. And of course, the French league, they know people are going to be packing those team of the seasons left, right, and centre because they're just so easy to pack because there aren't many rays in the league at all, right? So what they're trying to do is drain your club of rays. If I were you, I would not fall for that. As much as I love player picks, you know I love a player pick, I wouldn't fall for it. The Serie A upgrade is obviously going to be 11 Serie A rays. Oh, 9. Oh, that is interesting. But they might, I mean, I'm guessing they still will be as expensive. That is extremely interesting. I'm guessing they still will be as expensive as they have been in previous weeks for Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga. But they only need 9, or you only need 9, I should say. And then you can just fill in the 2 gaps left with another 2 rays. You have to have 11 rays, you have to have 60 chem, but you should get that from the 9 Serie A players anyway. That is interesting. I've got about 50 Serie A rays. I was going to sell them, and I still think I will, but I want to have a look at the price before I do that. Now, before we have a look at the teams, because I kind of know who they are anyway, if the leaks are to be believed, I want to look at the players. So those 2 were there. So team of the season so far, Martinez. Hey, we've only been given 1? Oh, what the? So we've been given 1 objective player, 2 new leagues, 1 objective. GG's, EA. Why can't you just give us 2? Maybe they're going to try and stagger them and they'll release 1 tomorrow. Maybe. If that's the case, then okay, fine. But I don't really understand. To launch a brand new team of the season, you've got an SBC, I suppose, of Elkerson. And they've given us an objective of Martinez. But you'd kind of expect 2 objectives, wouldn't you? I mean, I did, obviously. But hey, Martinez looks like a good card. Is he normally a centre-back? Good pace, good, relatively good passing and dribbling. Not bad at all. Great defending and physical stats. 91 rated, of course. Assist in 2 separate squad battles or rivals using 77 rated defenders. I mean, does anybody use anything less than that these days? That seems a little bit silly. It should just say defenders, really, shouldn't it? And then, yeah, with a minimum 77 rated defender. That's really weird. If it said maximum 77, I would... Okay, that's a challenge, but okay. Assist and score in 4 separate matches using Ajax players. Shouldn't be too difficult. Assist with a through ball in 3 separate matches using Dutch League players. And then score a finesse in 4 wins using Argentinian midfielders. That is a pretty straightforward, non-complicated objective or set of objectives, which means you should get that Martinez relatively quickly if you're interested. I do find it a little bit weird and a little bit strange and a little bit disappointing that we weren't given 2 objectives, one for the CSL and one for the Dutch League. And I guess I didn't think about it at the time, but now that I'm sort of processing, it is a bit of a shame that we also didn't get 2 SBCs, one for Elkerson and then another for, I don't know, Stengs or something. You know, that would have been cool. Speaking of Stengs and so on and so forth, shall we have a look at the teams? So up first, we'll have a look at the Dutch team of the season. And we can see what all that is about. I will end on a Serie A. Look at the state of my bonds. I will do a Serie A upgrade. I'll do that 83 as well. So happy to report that apart from Dumfries, which was my bad, I'll hold my hands up there. He scored 7 goals, 2 assists this season. I kind of left him out. Bit of a stupid thing to do. I'm happy to report that I've got every single card there correct. I am so happy Adrissi is in there. 94 rated, 99 pace, 98 dribbling, 91 shooting, 89 passing, and 86 physical. That card is going to be incredible on paper. We'll have to wait and see whether he's actually good in game. So, I mean, some of those cards do look good. I was kind of hoping that I'd done Coop Miners a bit of a disservice, and I said that in the video, in the predictions that I did. I said I'm doing him a disservice, and I'm hoping EA are actually going to go above me. I think I made him 87 rated. They've gone and made him 88, but he could have been better. I think he's better than that in real life, and they've not really... It's a well-rounded card, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. 95 Quincy Promes is incredible. Ziyech looks very good, albeit with a 2-star weak foot. I would be very interested to see whether they've actually improved that. And in fact, let me go and have a look at that now, because if they've given him a 2-star weak foot, then that is just 3-star weak foot. So they've upgraded, because I think the player moments had a 2-star, right? Yeah. So they upgraded the weak foot to a 3-star, and he's got 5-star skills. So I mean, that's something. It would have, I mean, you know, 4-star would have been insane, but it is what it is. I'm all right with that. At least they've upgraded it a little bit. They've left out Tadic, which is a little bit interesting as well. Whether he'll be an SBC or something, I don't know. I was kind of thinking maybe he'd be an objective, but I would have thought he'd be a high-rated card. So interesting one to leave out. But yeah, I mean, those cards look pretty good. And then we have the Chinese League, which I'm very pleased to say is where the leak was correct, basically. Hulk looks insane. Stocky body type, sure, but still. Paulinho looks incredible. Oscar, I would imagine, would be a pretty damn decent card. The one that I'm looking forward to using out of those the most, Alex Teixeira. That card is going to be incredible. I'll put him up front with Elkerson, I think, for the review. Although I say that, I'm hoping I can do it, but I've got a funny feeling he's going to be really expensive. Alex Teixeira at the beginning of this game was a bit of a god. He was used for quite a while, so we'll have to wait and see whether he's affordable or not. Jonathan looks all right as well. There are some pretty decent looking cards there. The Kim Min Jae centre-back looks really good. Good pace, good defending, really good physicals. Doesn't look great in terms of dribbling. I would imagine his agility is going to be quite bad, actually, so maybe he doesn't look as good as I thought he did initially. But still, not bad. Not a bad week to have played Weekend League, let me tell you that. Because initially I was thinking, oh, I'm glad I didn't do it because I'm going to get shafted with my picks. But actually, a little bit disappointed I couldn't get into Weekend League. Basically, what happened was I didn't get enough wins, didn't get enough points, couldn't play enough throughout the week on that account, couldn't qualify. I'm in the next one, but couldn't get into this one. Now, anyway, with that being said, let's go back to the game and open some packs. So the squad I'm going to give up for this Serie A challenge is, well, that one right there. Man United players is the team that I used, minimum of 3, and they're just cards I had in the club. Now, ideally, what you don't want to be doing is using rares. I kind of had to. I've used 283s as well, which is probably going to be frowned upon by many, I'm sure, but in terms of content, I'm all right with it. You kind of want to do this, let's be honest. I know a lot of people will say it's pointless because you're not going to get anything. You'll get an 83. You'll get Lucas Leiva, for example. I've said it now, so that's exactly who I'm going to get. But with a chance of getting someone like Nainggolan, Ronaldo, I think it's worth the punt. I've done 2 of these. I've used the untradables that I had. I'm going to sell the rest. I just think Serie A for me is one that I'm not as excited by. I mean, there are some good cards there, sure, but the ones I really want are going to be the French League. So that is what I'm going to sell everything and I'm going to reinvest the coins into some rare French League cards. In terms of the 80 plus upgrades, I think I might do one of these. In fact, let's build one now. Let's do one now. Why not? So we've done one player pick. I'm not expecting to get anything good from that particular player pick, but I suppose you could argue that with the Chinese League and the Dutch League in packs, it might be worth a punt on 1 or 2 of these, but at the same time, it is definitely a coin sink. We've not got a team of the season. We've got an 82 Serie A player, though, which is, I mean, you know, saves me 2k, I guess. But could I have got more than 2,000 coins for what I just did? Yes, 100%. So I've gone and done 2 of the 81 plus upgrades. Normally for a video I would do 3, but as I say, I just used the untradables. I think I used 2 tradable cards. All the rest were untradeable, and I'm going to sell the other 30 odd that I have and make some profit there. If I can sell them all for 2k, I should be making 60,000 coins. I don't know how much I invested, but in my mind, I've just made 60k. So we'll do the 83 plus rated player first. Now, this is just an 83 plus. It's not Serie A, so bear that in mind. But with all the team of the season cards in packs, I think this is worth the punt. You never know, right? Oh, it's a rare. It's going to lag. It's not a team of the season. It's not a walkout. It's Belgian. Carrasco? Oh, Company, who I gave up to get that pack. Brilliant. Brilliant. I still would recommend trying it, though. There are so many cards you could pack. So many. Anyway, this is what we've been waiting for. Let's do this and get ourselves a team of the season. I'm not a massive fan of these because they're not as fun. That's not a board instantly. Not good. But they're not as fun as like the player picks were. That I can't use. Well, technically speaking, I suppose I could use, but it doesn't count as a rare, does it? Or does it? I don't think it does. It never used to unless they've changed it, so that's really irritating. But I don't find them as fun as the 4 rares that we had for the Premier League, and they're not as good as the player picks. So, yeah, I can't remember what we had for La Liga. It wasn't even that long ago, and I still can't remember what we had for La Liga. Anyway, this is the final one. Don't get aboard in that one either. Well, there we are. That gives you some indication as to what I think of those. Brilliant. I'm not gonna do another one just yet. I'll leave that just unassigned, and I'll come back to it at a later date. But yeah, some really nice cards in terms of the Chinese league. Some decent Dutch league cards in there as well. Some really high rated cards. Don't mind it at all. Let me know what you think of the team of the seasons in the comments section. If you have enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.